Welcome, guys, to the Final Destination 2 watch party hosted by us panel. The panel, I call them the small gang, because we are with the small talk group plus Kyle, which we're making him an official small talker. We're including him and Martin. I know a lot of people are wondering why are we not doing Batman Terry tonight. Well, what plan was, but our co-host, Jacob Martin had a family emergency, but he will be next Thursday. He said, if not, we will handcuff him to a bed and make him watch it with his eyes open, Clockwork Orange style. If he said it's not, so we're definitely holding him to it.
And we're gonna make him hold a milk while we're watching it too.
Yeah, it's gonna be like this right here. It's gonna be like this.
No. Look like we got us a sow here instead of a boar.
That's deliverance, isn't
it? Matt Wyatt. Yes. I had some I made some clips tonight. Yeah, they're not great because it took me 5 minutes to make them. But like I said, the clips, which I said a longer, cooler version. I was gonna go to squeal like a pig, but I didn't feel uncomfortable making it. Especially the fact is that the YouTube might come after me for that because it involves something in that scene. So I feel like, well, I could stop the clip here or else I would have went, and I just want to say before, how are you guys doing today? And Matt, how you doing? Did the rope get off well? As you were watching Ned Betty get rammed in the woods by a hillbilly.
No, I didn't enjoy that at all. So yeah, I'm getting excited to get into Final Destination 2. It's pretty much one of my guilty pleasures. It's not one of the greatest sequels, but it's definitely better than 4.
Okay, next up is Kyle. Kyle, how you doing tonight, Kyle?
I'm doing good. Sorry I missed the first one, but I'm happy I'll be able to make it for the second one. I've been looking forward to watch Final Destination 2 with you guys, so this should be a blast. So looking forward to it.
That's great. Next up is a guy who literally is a great guy. He's awesome. Ryan Camp, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I've been looking forward to this, and this is the movie that made.
Who cares?
I was always wondering, like he was gonna say something. No, he was gonna interrupt him with a clip. It had to be.
No, Ryan, go. You can have the floor now.
Okay, I guess I'm the dude from The Simpsons that walks into the rakes, but okay. This is the movie that made people fear the highway. I mean, as if the highway wasn't fearful enough. But I've been looking forward to this. Like you guys are some of my best friends. That's a shoot. So yeah, so this is going to be a great time.
I agree because you guys are my brothers at this point, so I can't.
Oh man! Speaking of the best friends, you should have added that clip from The Hangover when Alan just sings the best friends that anybody can have.
Well, you know what? This Kyle, thinking of you, I got something for you right here, Kyle. This is all you, buddy.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket.
That's okay. At least I get the iconic film. That's fine.
I was literally gonna put you like as Buffalo Bill, but I'm like, well, no, you can't put that on the YouTube.
No, because then people will start to wall.
Well, but and I got one, Ryan. I got you something right here, buddy. This is all you, man, right here.
Have you ever been walking down the street with your best bro, and while you're walking, you accidentally touch hands? You think to yourself, that was weird, but I'm not gay. You are. You are gay.
Well then.
I thought he was going to use that on. I thought he was going to use that on me.
Well, if the love of musicals didn't give it away, no, I'm totally kidding. I'm kidding.
I was going to do originally.
Don't take everyone who is watching this. Don't take that as an offense. We just rip on each other. This is just us.
These are all jokes, people. We're all having fun here.
We're all just messing around.
Doing this.
Don't take it personal.
I do have one for myself.
To quote Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc., these are the jokes, kid.
Always watching.
All right, I got one right here.
Thing. Come on now. Come on. You gotta do something to me. Come on. See what you got. Hey.
That's more disturbing than any death in the Final Destination franchise.
That's more disturbing than any clip that he's just shown.
Yeah, that is just.
I don't want to know. I do
See,
not.
I told you. I knew that.
I guess that's what he did on the Friday night.
I knew that's what he's been doing every Friday night when he's not here. So.
That's
those 3D glasses making him more disturbed.
I'm gonna need my little photo of Mary because that was unhinged right there.
Yes, you need that, Ryan, because we need.
You know, the reason it was gonna be Matt. I was gonna use that for, but I'm like, you know what? I said
we need the donor to pop their eyes out right now. We're just
someone needs to spread holy water in your eyes to avert everything you just witnessed.
The power of those glasses compels you.
My eyes.
My eyes.
But before we get started, we have a comment. It says, no, I'm just a second. Hello to
Gene,
all.
how are you doing?
Hi, Gene. Thank you for coming. It's great to see you, and we're happy that you get to check out Final Destination 2 with us, or as I like to call it, Final Destination Bloodline. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. We're about to start the movie. If you have it on Max, or if you have it on digital, or if you have it on VHS, 8-track, Laserdisc, DVD, or you're a pirate, do it.
Or if you're a caveman who still watches those type of format,
play it. I don't think it's available on 4K, is it?
No.
Not yet, anyway.
All right. Push and play, and when I say go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
New Line Cinema.
New Line, the things you have done.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket!
I'm not putting no damn thing in the basket.
Just for people who are wondering, yes, those clips will still be playing throughout tonight's stream because
now it makes more sense why you said when you made sure that you were telling me the Mockingbird says put the eggs in the basket. Now I get it. I get it, Jake. But yeah, I remember L.A. Larder was also in. Remember the House on Haunted Hill remake? She was in that too.
Yeah, you're right. She was in that movie.
She was, yeah.
I only remember that there was
on
like one song. The only reason I bought that movie is because there's one song in the movie I like.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Ryan?
I was just saying I covered that for the 99 Project last year.
Whose TV is that? Anyway.
Okay, this is another creepy scene in the bedroom. Another protagonist has a creepy doll. Bunch of more creepy dolls than usual. And there's a small little tarantula.
Yeah, they're showing already. We're not even to the actual part yet, and they're showing creepy stuff already.
Like,
we got a crazy night show about explaining about the death, about the patterns that have been going on.
Shout out to Daytona Beach. That's my hometown.
I have not seen any of these movies. You have not seen any of these movies?
Well,
I got news for you, Jeannie. I got news for you, okay? Right.
Don't take it seriously.
Who cares?
Don't take it seriously, Gene. He's just joking.
He's just teasing you.
Just so you know. And Shirley Walker though did amazing theme for these movies though.
No, but
even if you haven't seen all the Final Destination, if you're jumping into the second one, it's basically a standalone movie.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, these movies, I urge if she's Gene, I urge you to go watch those movies because they're really, really good. Especially, the first one's the best, but like they're still fun. Like they're, as they get on, they just become basically movies. Like, okay, these movies are basically just gore fest of people dying in weird accidents.
And you're just rooting for them to die. You're rooting all these characters to die in the sequel.
Yeah, they're all kind of assholes in the movie. So I think, Jeannie, if you really want to watch this, go watch the movie. Start with the first one because Final Destination 1 is so good. Like the plane is so good. Like, and I know the first one feels like a real movie, while the rest start to feel more like, like they're just like like Matt said, they feel like 1,000 Way to Die specials.
And
It's most likely feel like more for the fourth and the fifth one. The fourth and the fifth one felt like like 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah, I will say
Right.
the first one and the third one are really like feel real, but then the second, third, fourth, fifth, which second one's not a bad movie. I just want to point that out.
They're not bad. No, the second one and the third one, they're not all bad. I mean, the third one, they brought back the same director, James Wong, from the first one to direct the third installment.
what I think is so cool, especially with the first one, how they're able to make death a slasher in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
They
most
could-
of the sequels, you're just rooting
Yeah.
for all the characters to die.
Yeah,
like we're
at
rooting
that
for
point, yeah.
death.
Yeah, at that point you're rooting for death. just
Yeah,
to
like
get
part four, literally, a guy is just so douchey that he's like, I'm gonna do what I do best. Go get laid, man.
Has David R. Ellis directed anything
Am I
else?
dying? I'm trying.
Yeah, who directed Snakes on a Plane.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I knew I recognized him.
Yeah. Yeah, he because apparently they were because I think Glenn Moore James Wong, they were directing another movie at the time. And so that they offered David R. Elias because they're like, we're gonna make a sequel to Final Destination.
I mean, I'm surprised they were able to get him back on for the third one, and because after the third one, they couldn't get him for the fourth one because he was directing Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, look how that movie turned out.
You remember the jock douchebag who died off in the third one?
I'm not gonna lie.
He played the same. He basically played the same character in Dragon Ball Evolution, the bully.
Look, I'm just gonna say this now. I'd rather watch Final Destination 4 over Dragon Ball Evolution any day of the week.
Oh, dude, we can all agree on that.
Oh, we agree on that. Yes.
Come on, it's that's not a surprise.
It's not even a competition on that.
It's not even a question.
Nope.
Okay, this scene right here where we see the leak in the driveway and it's red. It's a symbolism of blood. It's a sign that they're about to be marked for
Maybe
death.
it's the truck's time of the month. You don't know that, man.
I mean, you never know. I mean, it might be. It needs to get like a major car tampon.
You just
Matt, he said that would be that literally. I mean, if
Oh,
it's
dude, you should have added that clip from Scary Movie 2. Like, oh, dude, someone's on the rag.
there are so many clips you could have used, Jake.
okay,
I never thought about that. I should have sent you that clip a while ago. I forgot to even do that.
You know, the only thing about this movie that me and Ryan were talking about this a while back. Actually, all three of us were talking about it when we were doing Smallville with the first couple of seasons.
Yeah.
This is literally 80% of the cast in this movie has been in Smallville.
Yeah, except the two
is
actors in the car. The one with the douchebag long hair chubby dude was in the first season with Amy Adams. The whole the monster eating type of meteor freak. And the one and the one in the front seat was like Alicia, the teleporter girl. Sarah Carter.
You know what clip you should use that'd be funny when we get to a certain scene, like a scary scene or something, that you should have James Wood say, "Fuck this."
Most of the cast members.
Well,
This
hey,
was
you know
definitely
what?
shot.
Write
This
a
had to be
list
shot in
down.
Vancouver.
Write a list down, and then I'll make sure to include them next time.
Yeah,
They had to shoot this in Vancouver because most of the cast members are Canadian
Well, it's
actors.
on the Vancouver Highway. Look,
Yeah,
that guy I
right.
wanted to be when I was a teen.
I
saw
definitely
this movie
recognize
when I
Oh,
was-
see, another F Smallville actor. Another one.
he was in 2 episodes of Smallville.
He played
as a
two different
cop.
characters. He did play two different characters.
Oh,
He was in the shitty season of season 8 where he played that cop.
Yeah, he played the cop. Basically, the Training Day ripoff
Right, the
of Blockbuster Hall.
Woo!
Oh my god, that's kind of like
Totally.
random. Where a woman and the biker chick just
I like
flashes
how the
off
biker
in the
flips
highway
him off. He's like,
and just flips them off like. Yeah, you don't really care about most of these friends. They're shitty friends.
but the way this is executed though, this
I mean,
opening scene,
even her best friend, the actor plays Sarah Carter. She just like basically just told condoms, whips, chains in front of her dad. Like, who talks like that?
which this movie
Here's
feels very
your
Canadian.
truck.
Yeah, like it makes you kind of not want to go to Canada afterwards. Yeah, 'cause fuck
Yeah,
Canadians, right?
They're road
Shut up,
tripping to
Jake.
Daytona.
Yeah.
it's safer over here.
No, it's not, Kyle.
It's no different than over there, Jake.
I
You
wouldn't
know
know.
what?
I've never
You know
been.
what?
I never
I'm
even
not
been
afraid.
outside of the U.S.
Yeah, so we're no different than the States.
Oh no, hey, a log truck, eh?
I
You'd
don't
be
talk
surprised
like
that the Canadians don't talk like that.
They, a
talk
lot
like
of us
we
don't
do.
talk like that in Alberta. So.
It's gonna be mostly they're gonna be on Mounties. They're gonna be on like a.
God, I bet he's sitting there like, "Oh, fucking Americans, you fucking assholes." Fucking-
Well, if I had a British accent, I would be saying that.
I was
like fucking
rewatching
Americans, fucking
I was
assholes.
rewatching Super Troopers 2 the other day, and they were talking Canadian. They're like, it made me laugh though. Whenever like they pull people over, they pull
All
people
Americans
over on a
are those 3D
horse.
glasses looking mother.
You know what? We're red, white, and blue. Thank you very much. We're not just red and white.
Are you
And
blind,
never blue.
colorblind, Jake? Because that 3D glasses went to your head?
Oh,
It made him colorblind.
Yeah, and dyslexic.
go drink some maple syrup there, eh?
I don't drink maple syrup, thank you.
Go eat some Tim Hortons.
That I do.
Now,
Drink
look,
responsibly.
what state is this supposed to be in the movie? Is this supposed to be like New York?
New York. New York. There's
Yeah.
New York plates everywhere.
Okay, I was making sure because I'm like, because I've never ever when I watched the movie,
I don't know. I didn't see the license plate. They never really clear where they're at.
I felt stupid because I said when I watched the movie, I thought it was just in Canada. Only that makes it Canada.
No, they wait. Hold on. I think it says Nevada or something or New York. It's
I was
hard
like,
see
well, I
the
don't have to worry
license
about
plate.
this happening to me because I'm not going to Canada, so I don't have to worry about
It
that.
doesn't happen to us over here either, though, so I don't know what you're talking about.
He was in Smallville as well. He was when Chloe remember they got bit by the parasite and she's making out with the guy.
Oh, I remember him now. Another actor, the one who's playing the water bottles in the fucking car in the front seat, the son. He was also in Smallville. He was the bomb threat dude.
That's right.
I'm sorry, Clark,
Okay,
but your
talking-
dad, you're going to be able to have your mom still.
But you'd be surprised. Like most of the
So
cast
talk
members are
about
Canadian
being
actors.
remarkably dangerous. Talk about being remarkably dangerous. This cop has a cup of coffee in his car with no lid. Like,
Yeah, I know.
dude,
Who does that? Who
like
has
Maybe
a
he's
cop?
trying to
spill
air
all over
dry
you
it.
and everything.
And he's probably going to sue that company, too.
The cokehead guy.
Maybe he's trying to air dry it.
Just because it was hot.
Another person I don't like. The cokehead dude.
That guy literally was in House of the Dead. Ooey Ball's
Oh.
House of the Dead.
Oh, you're right. I saw the
That's
license plate on the
right.
cop car. It's definitely New York.
So how's
That's
your
what
week?
I've been saying.
How's your week going, Ryan, so far?
You see, like the
It's
chains
been a
on the
week.
ground right there. You should pull the log truck over.
Oh,
The chain broke.
damn. Here we go.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Yeah, and speaking of this,
Here we go.
we brought this up earlier off camera that the logs do not bounce off. They don't bounce. They roll.
But for a
The
movie,
director,
gotta
like
make
you
it
brought it
more
up before, they're trying to be. The director wanted to be more fantastical.
Well, yeah, I think you would have to be, otherwise it wouldn't end it like this.
Oh,
So you can have the cop get his
Oh.
face like impaled.
that poor bike.
Damn.
When I first saw this as a kid, I'm like, oh, how do they all survive then if they all get like because
I guarantee you, some of the Burnout games took inspiration from this.
I'm sure that every car, every time they crash, they blow up on impact, which I don't believe that would actually happen.
They don't.
They don't
Okay.
blow up on impact.
Not an impact. They don't. No, it takes a little bit.
that's why I say like, it goes a little
There's
fantastic.
not enough booger
especially
sugar
when the
that
car
can
blows up.
prevent.
The car blows
See,
up.
right there and in there, the wife and the son, they died on the impact with the
Of course.
explosion in front. Like that would not cause an explosion.
Michael Bay was on set, probably going, explosions. He's like, really?
I mean, I'll give them credit for going a little like practical fucking explosions of vehicles getting died on impact.
I
For
do like
sure.
the dummy in the car. It makes it look real. Like you see them.
Yeah, they did. They're trying to make it. They brought it like a dummy.
Oh no! Ugh.
Well, you hit the gas tank.
Well,
I'm not gonna
That
lie.
truck
When I
would
watched this
later
as a kid, I was
possess
traumatized.
freaking-
It traumatized me watching
It,
this.
it definitely hits different, especially when you first seen this for the first time, for sure.
Dude, he got blown up, and
That
somehow
truck
he's
would
still
later be-
alive.
You know how that truck comes out of the
He
fire?
looks like
there?
Freddy Krueger for a moment.
Do you see that before it flashes to her? Do you remember that truck comes out of the water? It reminds you of Terminator 2. You know what scene I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
that was so T2 shit right there.
Yeah.
so that license plate might as well have been saying "Be eating you."
That's right, Ryan, for sure. You just see Jeepers Creepers truck in the background.
The moral lesson here,
we got a
everyone,
pull over.
the moral lesson of this movie: don't go to
You're
camp.
thinking it's more.
Actually, that is the moral
almost
lesson of Tusk. That is the moral lesson of the movie Tusk. Don't go to camp. You'll be turned to a walrus.
Then we might as well say the same thing. Don't go to certain places in Hostel. Then
I mean, yeah, that's true. You're not wrong. They got mad at Eli Roth whenever that movie came out because they said it showed like them as like everybody as a murderer and prostitutes, and they're like, they actually invited Elon Musk to come tour the city, saying we're not all gangsters and prostitutes and murderers.
Yeah, she's blocking out the highway.
I'm sorry, but most cars could just drive around you. Okay, I've seen enough traffic. I've seen traffic to know they're just gonna go around you out over. They would not.
Yeah, they can literally just go around it. Like that's not a good block. You can't. They didn't even try.
The cop is doing it right now. The cop is doing it right now.
darn cop, Spider cop.
Why would I care?
Maybe you should not carry some weed on you, bro.
Or 3 glasses.
What'd you say? You
I was seeing if you were paying attention. Jake.
maple leaf loving,
I don't
South
maple
Park
leaf loving
looking.
nothing.
South Park looking like.
You must be thinking of someone else.
Oi, my name's Fletch over here. Look at me. I'm in Canada.
Jake. I'm a more Mexican Wolverine. My name's Jeff.
It's Native American Wolverine. Thank you very much. Not Mexican.
It is Mexican, damn it.
The lady thought I was Mexican the other day. I was at a barbershop. She thought I was Mexican. I'm like, Native American.
Oh, damn it, dude, that's funny.
That was Mexican. I'm like, I'm not
That was Jake Mexican.
Native American, not Mexican. Oh, God.
Does Jake even sell Mexican?
I'm not even Mexican. I'm Native American. I'm not Mexican.
That's kind of funny. Like who thought that? Was the dude in the
My father
barbershop?
was cutting my hair. And
Was it a she?
Yes. It was
was
like a
she what?
70-year-old woman who was smoking a cigarette before she cut my hair. She goes, "Listen here, honey." She goes, "It's look like she."
Maybe she was smoking cigarettes in the barbershop.
You know the Simpsons, like Marge's sister, Patty, the one that.
Yeah.
She sounded just like her.
Okay.
I would have loved to see that. That would be priceless. What kind of barbershop do you go to that place? A woman who
Because usually when my dad,
a grouchy old lady who smokes cigarettes.
I was
when
surprised you were even
me
allowed
and
to
him
do
go to this
that.
fancy like a sports bar, sports type place called Sports Clips, where it's like a sports themed barbershop. But when he's not here, I just go to like this mom and pop barbershop.
And it's crazy that that first sequence wasn't even the main accident yet. That was just what could happen.
Well, it didn't happen until like 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
Again, they're not
I
consistent.
wonder if
They're not consistent.
That's true.
That's right.
I do like this scene, though. I do like this scene.
Next 180 feet.
When he grabs her, I thought that was cool. When he grabs her.
That was cool. But in this one, because they're supposed to die in the order because their friends and her died last. So it seems like because it was brought up later in the movie that is like going after them backwards.
Right.
Yeah, we don't care about them.
No, we
Bye-bye.
don't. At this point, we don't.
If I were them, I'm like, dude, if I see a car crash, I fucking get the hell out of that truck.
It's crazy to think that it's 22 years old for this film now.
This was in 2003. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it was 2002.
No, it's three. No, it's 2003.
no, it's
I could have swore it's 2002.
It said 2003 when I searched it up. So.
Oh, it is? Okay. I could have sworn. Well, I mean, you won Canada.
It was
probably
the- it was
a year
the-
later.
It was the year. It was the year. I was the year when I was a kid. I had my first esophagus surgery for reflex. So
Yeah, with free healthcare because it's free there.
This is around the time when Freddy vs. Jason came out in Terminator
Yes.
3.
I remember my class was
we had
talking.
two decent movies and one shitty Terminator film.
I didn't even hate the third one. I get why people did not like it, but I'm not saying it's the greatest, but it's one of those movies like I liked it, but I know that it's not as it
What did
didn't
you-
add anything new with
What
that
did you think of
franchise.
the What did you think of the female Terminator?
I
She
didn't
was
think
sexy.
was
She was very
Oh, yeah.
sexy and scary too.
You know,
I'm not gonna lie.
James Cameron was the biggest critic of the movie because he said it's just Terminator 2, but with a different
Yeah.
ending.
Yeah,
He said
you're
it's
right.
my movie, but with a different ending is what he kept saying.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So
I
he said
totally
he
agree.
hated it. He said it's the same movie. And
Yep,
they never
it is.
explained how Skynet
It
comes
is.
back. He said that when they angered
Never
him.
explain. No, it
He
never
didn't-
gets
Part-
addressed.
Skynet's just mysterically still.
They did had a data. They did had in the special features of Terminator 3 when they had the special features of the data, the timeline wise, and they sort of do acknowledge how they were able to create Skynet. That they had a copy of Miles Dyson's file. It's in the special features of the whole database record in the special
Yeah.
features of
I
Terminator
remember
3.
playing Terminator 3 for PS2 back.
Yeah,
yeah.
dude. I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day, I used to love that movie when it came out. But I remember coming out of the theater to the ending when Judgment Day comes. I was so down. I was like, I felt so dirty. I wanted to take a shower because I was
That's
so
the
like.
only thing I like about that movie is the ending where Judgment
I
Day.
appreciate the
Yeah.
bold ending, but the thing is, I didn't agree with the direction because it just shows you that fate is everything. There is fate because the whole message of the first two movies, there is no fate, but what we make for ourselves. That ending is basically a middle finger to the fans.
I like his speech when he's telling them like, he goes, "You heard about the
Oh,
boy who had the dream."
Fun fact, in case you don't know, that actor he voiced Kratos in the original God of War games.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep,
Oh, I
he did.
didn't know
Yeah, he was the original actor that played Kratos in the original God of War before the reboot.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
like though when he's telling them. He says, "Do you ever heard about the boy who had the train?"
Oh no, he was just. Oh yeah, he explains that, but he was just trying to spook them to be a dick because he's a non-believer.
I like that story though because it's kind of creepy. It is a creepy idea come from him. It's like you're the boy
Because
who had-
his voice and his performance really sold it.
Yeah, I mean that's what they would never put them in all the room together like
No,
that.
no,
It
I
was
brought that up.
creepy.
I brought that up in the last watch party. That compared to this interrogation room in the first one, they would not put the whole group of these survivors in it one by one. They interview them one at a time in the interrogation room. Like that's just a little bit like unrealistic.
Also,
right
why
there.
would they bring out the Evan Lewis guy? Why would they make him just like, oh, we're going to interrogate him by himself? And I'm like,
I know that made no sense, and his arc went nowhere.
Right.
It went nowhere. I didn't understand the point of that. It looked like they were leading into something, but nothing.
he's like in the movie for like 10 minutes. He has really nothing to do with it. Like at least
He's
like,
he's the lotto guy. He's the lotto guy that won the lottery for $250 grand.
You know, I wanted to be him when I was a teenager, though. I was like, he was so cool. I thought he was cool. He has a little jacket and has a cool car, and then he's got all the.
He has a
babes
trans.
after
Yeah,
him.
he has a leather jacket. He's a cool guy who drives in the Trans Am.
Oh man, I wanted to be him. I wanted my apartment to burn down, and I wanted to escape and be a heroic and everything. And I was like,
Until you get impaled with your eye.
Well, then
That's
I'm
what
like-
happens when you wear the
The one
3D
eye.
glasses, Jake.
Darkest eye.
You
Yeah.
get impaled
like-
by the ladder.
Yeah, because that's when that's one of the. Yeah, take those off. before
You couldn't
ask-
see very well because you slipped and fell in because you couldn't see very well with that glasses on.
That's one of the most cons
good,
wearing
Ryan?
that Jake.
"You good, Ryan?"
There's always got to be creepy dolls in these movies. Huh?
Yeah, she's really taking in so well that her friends got blown up on impact.
Yeah, listen, someone put like there's a thing on YouTube where someone said, "How do you beat Final Destination?" They said you take one of the survivors, lock them up in an asylum, and that way you can live the rest of your life. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't think that would
that's
help.
the way. That is the way to win. Just get yourself locked up in an insane asylum.
I was like, but they said if you lock another person that's next on death's list, put them in an asylum, lock them up. I'm like, the death will just come back around to you. It'll come to you, the next person, and then once it's done with you, then it'll go back to them.
You know what really bothers me? He wins the lotto, and he couldn't just buy a new place to live instead of living in a shithole apartment.
Apple
That's
really
what I
thought-
didn't. That's why I didn't think. That's what I thought. Why is he?
He buys all this junk for no reason, like because he won the lotto.
I'm guessing Steve Jobs is a big Final Destination fan because he's like Apple sponsors everything in this movie. Apple shit.
And he's in this character, he's the biggest fucking slob ever. He's the biggest slob.
At that time, though, he wasn't even with Apple anymore.
I
He just
wanted to
fucking
get-
throws a fucking spaghetti, fucking the pan of spaghetti out the fucking window like a pig. Like really?
The only
Yeah,
thing I
what
have
the
in
heck?
common with this dude is I take my shirt off to cook too because I'm not gonna get grease and shit on my shirt.
I mean, I know they have some shithole apartments. I know they exist in the real world. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and my apartment's not that shitty. And no one leaves their toys out in the fucking hallway.
No. Doesn't even look like he won the lottery.
He just
That
bought all this
lethal
junk,
breeze is back.
and also he gets voicemails by a bunch of ladies now that he won the lotto.
Bunch of gold diggers.
Gold diggers, exactly.
And that's
Oh.
right, Ryan.
You see that? It says "I." Did you see the "I"?
Yeah. I saw that.
The darker side.
Yeah, the eye. That's a little bit of a
I'm sorry, but-
symbolism.
He doesn't have a microwave. Like
It's just how he's gonna die.
But the one eye.
Because even before I moved in, when we picked a place from where I was going to live in a 2-bedroom apartment, they had an oven that was really crap, and they were able to replace a new oven before we moved in.
I'm just saying, do they not have microwaves in Canada or something? Like,
Yes,
why
they
is
do.
there a microwave?
Shut up, Jake. We share the same. We have Walmart's over here. We got all state stores.
But
You got all
Yeah.
McDonald's and Target.
Yeah,
But instead of
we
the
did.
era
Target's not here
GameStop,
anymore,
it's called
but-
EB. Isn't it called KB Games?
No, oh no, it's still GameStop. It's GameStop, but it's going back to EB Games now because
Yeah.
GameStop Canada got bought. Right?
Is it Canada always cloudy all the time and rainy and misty out there? Misty out there.
It's the same as. weather.
No, that's England, Matthew. That's England.
Or,
Yeah.
or Portland,
What
Oregon.
Ryan said.
Good
What
point.
Ryan
Portland,
said.
Oregon.
That always low key.
Like, dude, let go of that fucking. Let go of that damn thing. First of all, you should not have your watch if you're going into this fucking drain.
Just let go of it, you dumbass.
Also, why would you even put your jewelry on when you're cooking?
No, not too bright.
Also, I wouldn't do this.
as
I would
bright as
literally-
that fire.
When that scene happened, that did traumatize me because I was always, as a kid, after watching that scene, I was always so careful whenever I heat my shit up. Because I'm afraid, oh shit, it's going to go up
He
in
didn't look at his
flames.
fridge- He didn't look to see there was a fridge magnet in your.
Yeah, why do you have letters of fridge magnet? You, like, I don't understand that.
I don't know.
Dude, just let go, bro.
Let go of
It's,
it.
it's a
Oh,
Dallas.
well, he couldn't.
Cowboys
I
fan,
think
and
it's
that's
the
what I'm
watch.
saying.
I think it's the Rolex. I think it's the Rolex that got him stuck.
Plus, it's a Dallas Cowboys ring. They're not even going to win anyway. They suck. How many Super Bowls have they won? That's what I would say.
You're not gay.
Haley.
So,
Just
now he's flipping
throw the
tables.
extinguisher
Oh, Death is
into
like,
the
nope.
fire. I saw it on the
That would be funny if they did an interactive Final Destination 2 and we choose who we want to live and die. Who do we want them to, these characters to live or
Oh,
die?
I would already know my decisions.
You don't like them, like death sentence. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's like fuck those guys.
It's like this.
Because,
Almost like
hey, we're basically the audience is death. We're death, and we
It's-
choose who we go after.
it'll be basically like Ari Until Dawn, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Want everyone to survive or just one person?
Oh, imagine waking up to that shit from the
Nobody.
explosion. Imagine waking up to the explosion like that. The neighbors like, what the fuck?
And now he slips on spaghetti that he threw out. Serves you right for throwing it out there.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's what happens when you throw out the fucking spaghetti out the window. Karma.
Now move. Now move. Now move.
Now, ooh, got impaled.
He could just moved, you know.
Yeah, like, dude, that's so fucking
just-
typical in horror movies like this. They don't know when to move. Have the common sense to fucking move
Ryan,
out
what's
of the
that
way.
scene in the you were talking about in the Omen, the one you got mad about?
Which scene was it?
Where he's like, get out of the way, get out of the way.
So,
Like the rod's coming at the priest, and he's like, get out of the way, get out of the way. Why wouldn't you get out of the way?
Or the
Come on.
security guard from Austin Powers 1. He just couldn't get out of the way, even when you're 10 feet away from them and slowly coming at him.
I like how he's looking at the you see all
The 180, yeah, he's looking up the 180 survivors.
I call that shit, though.
And to be honest with you, the Final Destination 2 was the first Final Destination movie I've seen. I didn't see the first one before this one.
That's what
Ah,
happened to me,
That's an
This
awful
is
thing
where
to say.
this is where they revealed how Alex died from a fallen brick.
which is so stupid.
That was so cheap. They could have just left the door open and just not have him on screen.
You know what that reminds me of? You know how they Independence Day 2, how they kill off Will Smith character. That's what it reminds me of.
What
Oh,
what
God.
happened? Independence Day.
You know
2,
you know how cheap they kill off characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know why? Because they said Will Smith said he had 2 projects he could do. He could do Independence Day 2 or Suicide Squad. He chose Suicide Squad, which at that, you know what? Regardless how you feel about Suicide Squad, that was a smarter choice because that movie made like $800 million. Independence Day flopped. Part 2.
No, actually, I think that made like 600 million for Suicide Squad.
Yeah, it was like 6 or 7. Yeah, well, I could have swore it was 800.
Well, that was from Batman v Superman.
Huh. I know it did really well though. Like people were.
Oh, it did. It did do well, but it didn't do it didn't make as much as what BVS made.
That was 2016 Suicide Squad, wasn't it?
Yeah,
right?
we're not talking about. We're not counting James Gunn's version.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that one. That's the first one was 2016, right?
Yeah.
David
Oh yeah,
Ayers.
it made 749 million for the David Ayers version.
And how much did Independence Day 2 make that flopped so badly?
Oh, it flopped so bad.
Which
People
one?
didn't
And I was actually excited for Independence Day 2 when I saw that first trailer. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a dark, gritty
The difference
sequel.
between the Independence Day 1 and Independence Day 2. Independence Day 2 feels like a real world scenario. Like this could really happen. Independence Day 2 feels like a bad movie you go see at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, and
It's like
Top Gun
watching a bad,
Maverick-
shitty sci-fi channel.
Top Gun Maverick showed you how to do a sequel properly. That's
Yeah, because you gotta have Tom Cruise to credit for the 2 doing it right.
yeah.
Ryan, your camera's all glitchy.
Yeah,
It
you're
is?
glitchy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like all like I said, I can barely see move. Like you're just like
Oh, the son is reading on the Stephen King novel, and they didn't even show you what kind of Stephen King novel he's reading.
Ryan's froze up.
Yeah, what you should do, just click out and come back.
Yeah, click out and come back, Ryan.
It might be his Wi-Fi connection,
No,
his
yeah.
internet connection, or something.
is that any better?
Nah, it's still the same, man. Try
I'm gonna
clicking
leave
out
and
and
come
come back.
back.
Yeah, try leaving the game and come back. Yeah.
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 Sometimes that helps. Depends.
Yep.
The StreamYard could just be dumb in a way.
Yeah. They need to update your shit.
Especially you made the prices go higher.
Yeah. But to be fair, he's using a free tier.
Even the way you're lit, Ryan, it looks a little weird too. Just a little, you know.
Okay. Ryan. Okay. You know what I think about this the Claire information.
Right.
I think about this.
Who cares?
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody.
Who gives a fuck about what Claire thinks? I wish I had that Freddy Krueger.
Can you
No, gives a
imagine?
fuck what you think.
You
Like,
just-
I love that scene.
Or you have Tommy Lee Jones from The Fugitive. I don't care.
Or you also get Ice Cube's scene from from 21 Jump Street where he says, "Quick baller."
Or Matt scene
It's
in
a
this
tiger.
movie.
Look like we got us a sow here instead of a boar.
I really wish I could have done the squeal like a pig. Matt going, he's watching this. But I couldn't do that. It was like, yeah, I wish I had something funnier. That's the only thing. I think Ryan has the funniest one.
You see Jade's Wood? Fuck this from Scary Movie 2.
Oh, you know what? Guess what? You know what? Watch this.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket.
Whatever. You need to pick a stronger clip, Jake. To be honest.
You know what?
You are. You are gay.
No, I'm not. So shut up. You're the one that's gay with your.
You are. You are gay.
Shut the hell up.
You are. You are gay.
Really, it's Talon talking to you, Jake. So you're just drinking glasses.
That's so funny. This is a funny. This is actually, I enjoyed this. This is enjoyable. Oh, we made last night. We had a small. We did small.
What did you do in small talk?
And we had just the craziest small talk stream to where I'm like, Ryan's like, oh god, like to get canceled for that stream.
Yeah.
It was so great though. It was amazing.
Jake's the. Just everyone knows Jake's the fat bastard
Who cares?
People care. So shut up. And Austin Powers.
Hey, Ryan, you there?
Is that any better?
Y'all see Ryan fine?
It looks
I can
better
see-
than it did.
It does look better, but it was a little freeze frame for the moment.
I don't know
Just
what's
a little-
going
it's-
on.
Yeah, just a little glitchy still, but otherwise you're fine.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Hey, can you speak? Can you say, hey, what's up? You okay,
Testing
Ryan?
1, 2, 3.
We can
Yeah.
hear you good.
Even if you're in freeze frame, at least we can just need to hear your voice. That's all that really matters.
Yeah, for sure.
Ryan, yeah, Ryan's our homie. We got we got your back, Ryan.
We always got your back. We got all your guys' back.
Hey, Ryan. Ryan.
Yes.
Have you ever been walking down the street with your best bro, and while you're walking, you accidentally touch hands? You think to yourself, that was weird, but I'm not gay. You are. You are gay.
He's been overplaying that same clip to Kyle like 3 times.
Every time you say it, so-
He's having too much fun with that clip.
Oh no! Just playing that
It's
clip.
his pretty glasses corrupted him. He has too much. He
That's a
can't
funny
touch
stream.
too much
It's funny.
power. No responsibility at all. Jake's having too much fun now. He's gonna become a stream supervillain.
He's like the parody of Wayne's World with Mike
Yes.
Myers.
Just
Oh
bigger,
yeah, you should have seen when you
funny.
left. I said that was like Matt said something. So I played the different clip, his deliverance clip, and then I played a few times the Kyle's Silence of the Lambs clip. Then I played.
Then I
I
played.
don't know.
what?
I think he got booted out or something. Oh, he switched to his
You
phone.
good, man?
Your phone's better.
Yeah,
A lot
can you hear
better.
me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna do this.
Maybe it's my maybe it's my software. Let me exit, come back. Okay.
All right.
We're all
Okay.
exiting. Now we're taking over. We're
Oh, there's the now that he's gone.
good riddance. No, I'm just kidding.
I know we're just joking. It's a joke that we used to do that all the time with a bunch of friends of mine on Discord. And when someone leaves, like now that he's gone,
Aw. We had our fun for a second.
just when we're having fun for a second.
Yeah, you're better on my end, Ryan. You're better that way.
So I'm at the part where the girl just flipped off clear. Is that where
Yeah, we're at
y'all
the
are?
same. Yep.
Yeah.
Because
You
I
okay,
didn't
man?
stop it while I was trying to fix this.
Are you,
Yeah.
are you okay, Ryan? Though you okay? I just think the funniest thing is like someone getting killed at the dentist office.
The dentist office, yeah.
You get killed at the dentist.
That was a little homage to Birds there with the birds for a second.
Oh, the birds, the Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Hey Ryan, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
They're gonna die by pigeons. Who wrote this shit?
It's like
Pigeons.
3 or 4 writers worked on this movie. Like,
I think a parrot wrote it.
let me check.
No,
and see.
I think the pigeons. Yeah, the pigeons probably wrote it.
They
Let me
pigeons
check.
wrote
Shit
that.
all over it.
I'm pulling up right now who
Yep.
wrote it. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys.
That was
Thing. Come on now. Come on. You gotta do something to me. Come on. See what you got. Oh! Hey.
This is Jake when he's not with us. So
Yeah, that's my side hustle. I'm like 50 Shades of Gray. They call me Mr. Black.
Speaking of which, the equals passed away. James Foley.
Really?
James who?
Ryan. James who passed away?
James Foley.
James Foley, okay.
Oh, okay. That's sad.
Oh yeah, he was the dentist. Yeah, he was the dentist in the movie. That really hated birds.
Wait, you're talking about the dentist, the actor who played the dentist who passed away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hated birds so much. Imagine if they did a whole movie about him, the birds.
It'll be the Alfred Hitchcock sequel, The Birds 2. The Birds Strike Again.
Damn these birds. Enough is enough. I had it with these motherfucking birds in this.
I'm had it with these motherfucking pigeons on this motherfucking dentist.
Yeah.
They keep
Every time I-
crashing into the damn window.
When I see a dentist scene, I can't think of the scene in Lethal Weapon 4.
If I see a pigeon flown out there a million times on that fucking window, I'd be dipping out. Oh man, I remember that. I remember going to the dentist and they put those needles near your gum because to keep it numb and shit from Novocaine.
Right.
When they were about to drill a hole on your fucking teeth in when you have cavities.
Every time too, when I see a dentist scene, I can't think of when the Lethal Weapon 4 when they get the laughing gas.
Oh yeah. Every time I go to the dentist, I thought about this scene all the time. Every time.
I can understand. Yeah, this scene would mess you up.
Yeah, it did. It got me spooked. I never had the laughing gas.
Maybe you would need it at that situation.
No. Yeah, I've been there. Twice.
Oh, lost Ryan again.
I think it might be his internet problem. It had to be his internet. Because nothing's happened to us.
No, because usually he has really good stuff, right? Doesn't have problems usually.
No. I mean, there have been many times where I got booted out.
Maybe it's death.
It might be death. He might be marked.
Oh, that's crazy scene where in a few seconds the bird smashes through the window.
I know.
With liquid.
I'd be jumping.
Oh, now the oxygen tank, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get me out of this dentist. I'm never going to the dentist ever again.
Get me out of this fucking death trap.
Thank
Makes you
goodness
not want to go to the dentist again.
Thank goodness for me, I haven't went to the dentist in 12 years.
Wow, you haven't been in this for 12 years?
Yeah, because I didn't really need to. Thank goodness.
Oh. Why would they have a bunch of fucking floating rubber fucking fishes on top?
I don't know.
Like, who does that? Why
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know why he couldn't move his hand and just grab it out of his mouth. I mean, maybe he was just too numb and he just couldn't move.
Maybe that's why. Otherwise, I would just grab it easily.
Yeah, he was like, grab it out of your fucking mouth. You're right. It's not like you're strapped in.
And then he comes alive. He could have just did that, unless he was paralyzed with his arm.
Like his hands was really on his chest. He could have just moved his hand like.
Uh-oh.
Maybe they hadn't done shit. That maybe he wouldn't be doing this. Why are you messing with the pigeons, you idiot?
Now look what happened to you.
Yeah, by stupidity.
You got
Ooh!
You got crushed. I forgot how good the effect that was. My gosh.
I couldn't believe that they were able to pull off practical effects by using a dummy and they like squash him like a watermelon.
It just you see his body break if it's slow motion.
I mean, I can imagine that can actually happen.
Right. I don't want him to be in that situation.
Maybe you should not fuck with the pigeons.
See, maybe there's certain things just leave alone and just go.
Like, don't you think that if she hadn't yelled out pigeons and called it out, then you think that would not have happened?
Who knows?
I mean, who knows? It was going to happen either way because he was already next.
He was going to get killed somewhere anyway.
Because Death is the one who's orchestrating these accidents.
There she is. Clear.
I remember the guy who played the cop. He did play Jimmy Olsen in the first season of Lois and Clark, the one with the D. Kane Superman show.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he was only in one season and they recast him after the first season.
That's a shame. So I've been playing Silent Hill 2 Remake recently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the part now. I'm getting towards the end because I'm at the hotel, but it's been pretty fun.
I know. I've been wanting to play that game for a while.
And I've been using the headphones on the remote so I can hear the sounds. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's really good.
Yeah.
I remember playing the original back in the day. If Ryan did come back, Jake has to add him back is the problem here.
Yeah. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, because I think if Ryan did come back, Jake would have to add him. I have to remember. I forgot who's running the stream.
You forgot who's hosting the stream.
Sorry. Yeah. It's all Matt's fault.
Yep.
Always, right?
Matt, you know what I think about you?
You've been thinking about me a lot. I know.
You are. You are gay.
Well, you are too, Jake. If you're thinking,
you thought about me a lot. I mean, that's why you had that clip.
That's right, Jake. So who's the gay person here? A bunch of gay guys?
No. Really? Really
We're
makes
actually not
you think.
Yeah, Jake. So who's the one really won here?
Matt.
We got Tony.
You are. You are gay.
I know you are.
But what am I?
You are. You are gay.
Hey, we know you. We know you like to break coming out. I mean, we know.
You are. You are gay.
All towards Jake. So, because I'm straight, this is all towards Jake here. So.
You know the. All right, I'm gonna ease up on the clips. So like on power, Matt.
It's all about power, isn't it, Jake?
Seeing Tony Todd ripping the nipple ring out of his chest.
You know what The Rock says? It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour.
We know what you devour.
I've always wanted more Tony Todd in the movie.
I always did too. But rest in peace to Tony Todd.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Final Destination Bloodline was his last appearance.
Ryan.
Yep. So I'm looking forward
Ryan.
to it.
You know, it's funny. I didn't even know that Tony Todd was in Final Destination because he looks so old, and like, because I said, he looked so rough. Like, I'm like, man, I said he looked like they cast the guy from Daredevil, that played Griff in Daredevil, the TV show Daredevil, to play like, because I'm like, I thought that was Griff from Daredevil, and I'm like, man, they recast Tony Todd. I'm like, really? I'm like, no, that's just Tony Todd, but unfortunately, he's,
Yeah.
But he always has that voice, his voice you can recognize easily. I remember him Hatchet 1 and 2. Remember that?
Yeah.
I don't want you guys staring at my fans, so I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, if we stare at your fans, Jake will be hypnotized anyway.
I mean, he started his OnlyFans page.
That's what would happen. He would be looking right into the fans.
You should not smoke. You should not lit up a cigarette in a gas station
while looking at fans, Jake.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy.
This always.
You want to see something really crazy, guys? What were you saying, Ryan?
This always happens to me. I do like an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour StreamYard thing, no problem, and then I jump on one of these, and it's like it all falls apart.
Hey, dude, you know what? Hey, we're having a good time, and we're having. It's you know what?
Dude, it wasn't you. It happened to me too before. Remember, I got booted off like a fucking how many times now?
Kyle got kicked out and could not join us back.
I could not join. I remember.
There were many times where I got booted out of the stream.
At least you're still here with us. We could actually talk to you. It's not just like a.
Not like you got kicked out completely like I did. I couldn't even come back in.
Are you sure it's not Death who's been marked? Death could be orchestrating this whole thing.
See, it's Death is working through Jake's 3D glasses in there.
You want to see something crazy? Okay, so when Tony Todd died November 6th, guess what? They put they share People's Magazine. I guess this is People's. It's called like I guess the Rolling Outlet. This website put a picture of the wrong person that died. They put the picture of the wrong person that died. Look, I'm going to show this in a second. Look,
that magazine never gets it right anyway.
Look, they put this person, Tony Todd, Candyman star Tony Todd, and I'm just like. That's not Tony Todd.
What? We didn't see it yet.
You can't see it?
No.
Well, you exit out very quickly.
Oh, sorry. Here. Can y'all see it now?
No.
No, we see us.
You got to go to the different tab.
Can y'all see it now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, Candyman star Tony Todd dead at 69, and then I share this guy's picture. The guy from 300 in Spartacus.
The guy from 300 in Spartacus.
Like,
wrong photo.
It's not even Tony Todd.
No.
Just like
he comes to you humbly to offer you fire and earth.
I thought that was so funny. I thought that was so
air
funny.
and water.
It's like they share this guy's like, I'm not even dead. I'm not even Tony Todd. I'm not even Tony Todd.
The elevator scene's so awkward.
The only thing that's missing is a scene where someone talks to Spider-Man and says, "Does that ever ride up?"
Spider-Man 2.
It rides up in my crotch a little bit too.
Was it Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, it was Spider-Man 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's actually an alternate sequence in the director's cut where that guy's like geeking out humble. It's like, I just want to say I'm a huge fan. He goes, he said, I'm a marketing consultant. Have you ever made a cologne? You can make a cologne called Thwip. And then he goes, and he says, here, let me give you my card. And he goes, I don't have any pockets. And,
you know what's kind of funny? Earlier in the movie, when we see them looking up to that pregnant lady and they have a fucking like still shot of her, it looked like she's taking a dump. That was a worse like fucking photo shot right there. That looks so bad. We saw that earlier in the movie.
What do you mean by that? I'm just kidding.
What do you mean by that?
You should get a clip where Ghostface says, "Unlike the wind." I chop you up.
He's like, maybe you shut the fuck up, you'll live.
Wow.
Wow, they have multiple cell phones in the box.
You're right. You're right.
When she
Subway-
said Subway, I thought
Subway
literally-
Eat Fresh.
when she said Subway originally, as a kid watching this, I'm thinking we're all working towards to live something. I thought she was saying we're all working towards something like Subway, like a Subway.
Hey,
no
we
one
got to.
ever
If
else
we were to
ever-
survive this, we got to eat fresh.
I'm just like, in what world? I'm like, what is Jared Fogle after them or something?
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows?
In what universe? I think he was an arrow, wasn't he?
I don't know that scene here.
I hate like the mousetrap thing where it's like A, B, C, and D fall down.
Like a mousetrap.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hate that more than anything because it feels like rather than just being like normal accidents, it feels like you have to watch a string of events happen, and I just don't believe that that's real. That's where it kind of loses me
Well,
with
well,
reality.
that-
It's like,
Well, yeah, because that's the whole point. Death is doing the whole thing.
like
It's
honestly,
supernatural. Well, it's literally, it's supernatural. Just like when Kimberly has a constant vision, it's like she's in That's So Raven.
Jeez.
the darkest episode of That's So Raven. Yep,
It's the dark episode.
That's right. Holy, that's her taking back when you mentioned that show. Jeez.
Because it came out in 2003 and earlier
I know.
year.
I know that's why you're sure taking us back to the early 2000s.
Because I watched that show before I watched Final Destination 2. It was like, this feels like That's So Raven vibe.
Raven fights death.
She fights death in the episode.
My goodness. Man, the shows we had back then, huh?
You remember when the
man.
Disney Channel was like the shit?
Time.
It was
Or when the-
awesome.
When the family
Like that was,
Channel used
I
to be
watched it
funny.
religiously as a child.
You know, I was crying today. I was kind of crying today because I wasn't crying, but I was just like getting
Or
sad.
were you crying? Or were you sad?
I was like,
Well, you were sad, Jake. Admit it.
You had a sad moment.
I
Let
was
your
sad
ego get in the
because
way.
two drinks that I
You're
loved
all
as a
being
kid,
sad.
they no longer have. They don't have Surge anymore, and they don't have a Vault.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
I remember
can't-
having Vault.
You can't get Volt or Surge anymore. Like they stopped making Vault in 2011.
I've only had I had Vault. It was back in high school.
I just really want to freaking. I really, really,
The good thing,
really
but
wanna-
the one thing I'm glad that they still kept every now and then for occasions for video games, Game Fuel. I remember when Game Fuel first came out during Halo. I was playing Resident Evil 5 at the time with my brother. We stood up all night drinking Game Fuel and playing Resident Evil 5 as a co-op game.
There you go.
You
I think
okay,
it
buddy?
should be working better now. Oh, it was.
This is like the second time.
You spoke too soon, Kyle. How dare you?
I
It's all
know.
his fault.
Kyle, you
I
fuck-
know. Should never said. I
You
should
just
never said
jinxed
nothing.
it.
I should never said nothing.
Kyle, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, you're the one that talked, Jake.
I mean, speaking of Disney, like at the time back in the early 2000s, like Disney was able to acclaim the Power Rangers when I watched Power Rangers growing up.
I remember.
Right.
And they actually, and I'm not gonna lie, the Power Rangers when Disney took it over at the time, they actually made better Power Ranger shows.
You remember Time Force? Good times.
Oh, time. Well, this was before they bought it. Like
Oh.
this was around the time when Ninja Storm happened, and then
You know,
Dino
I
Thunder and
watched
SPD.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers recently, and it was shit.
Which
I'm
one?
like, this
What-
is
are you
shit.
talking about the movie? Are you talking
No,
about the
my
movie?
TV show where it's like, I have escaped.
Well, yeah, because it's supposed to be a cheesy show. It's
Oh
it's
my
not going to win any Emmy awards.
Yeah, don't start
It's,
insulting
it's,
my
it's,
mother.
it's,
Power
it's
Rangers,
supposed to be an
you asshole.
entertainment, like a dumb fun show. It's not meant
It's
to be
like
taken
Inspector
seriously.
Gadget, you know, Inspector
It was
Gadget.
it was from the Sentai. They used Sentai footage, all these like rubber suits and all that shit. It was supposed to be cheesy back then because those footages were not even done in American. They used stock footage from Japanese from the Sentai footage.
Just so you know, it's a
Like Power Rangers was always made to be a cheesy, dumb, fun show.
And the cast was
Ryan,
never
I wanted to
paid
ask you something.
high. So,
Do you remember that get the energy the drink Surge or Volt?
Yes.
I said, man, do they still make those in Florida or no? I know in Mississippi they don't make them.
They don't.
I know, sir. I know. Volt they discontinued. I don't know about Surge. I think Surge they brought back. I know in 2018 because I got one in 2018, but I don't remember. I was like, I don't remember if they have any more. Like if they just discontinued entirely.
I never had Surge. Never had it before.
Surge is really good. I mean, the only thing is, yeah, it's an energy drink, but they thought they made it. It's a soda that
it's basically like a Coke. It's basically like a Pepsi's Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it's a Mountain Dew basically, but with more. I would say it's an amp. If you ever drink an amp, it's basically like an amp.
Yeah, they discontinued it back in 2003.
They brought it back briefly in 2018.
I mean, how convenient that we're talking about the year 2003. Final Destination 2.
Uh-oh. Maybe.
You know the man with the hook? He was snipping that woman's hair. That little creepy fucker. How is he not dead? I wanted him to die right then and there.
That is
a man with hook is going to kill you.
You know, that's pretty crazy. You're talking about Surge and we're watching a film from that same year. Gosh.
The man with hook is going to kill him by snipping her hair. Gets caught in.
Oh, then this is where
the elevator scene gets me every time. I hate that when all of a sudden her head goes.
Oh yeah. You just accepted earlier in the movie. You accepted your fate that you were willing to die.
And then I like when I get emotional whenever he's like this, like the guy is just crying in the corner.
You were sniffing her hair, you creepo.
Yeah, creepy old.
You creepy fucker. He gets all hysterical.
Put the gun down.
You know, it's ironic.
Did you know that he's the second character who has so much pride that he's in control of his own life? Look, guess who that familiar character from the first one? Carter.
They're both wearing leather jackets.
I mean, they did that 3 times. They did that 3 times with the same type of character. I'm in control of my own life. I'm never gonna die.
Yeah.
I die on my own terms.
Yeah, okay.
By shooting yourself in the head?
He said, "You hear me, Oprah?" They pulled the trigger. Like, no, Oprah doesn't hear you because Oprah's probably like thousands of miles in California.
And it's loaded. It's not your turn to die.
You want to hear a fun fact about this guy? The guy who plays the cop, he was Jimmy Olsen in the first season.
Oh yeah, I talked to Kyle about that when you were not here.
Yeah. Matt already brought that up.
Oh,
beat you to it.
Ryan was probably in the background when we were talking, taking at him back, right? So
yeah.
Do you know that the Surge? I'm sitting here now. I found out Surge earlier though. Do you know that Surge started their campaign out really strong? Was they had like Jackass type of format where they had that dudes like doing Jackass style stuff, like jumping into a pool, going Surge, and then like jumping off of a roof and stuff and going Surge.
It reminds me how. Sorry, Jake,
I was saying the parental board got angry about it, saying that they think Surge inspires kids to commit crimes and become hoodlums. So they had to rebrand their marketing.
I don't know why, but you know how fun commercials used to be for a lot of things. So.
Oh, look at the sheriff's deputy, another Smallville actor.
He's like this, like
he's the Smallville actor. 2 different characters in Smallville, and he was also in Battlestar Galactica.
And he was also, he's also Canadian.
Yeah, like we said before,
does that have
most of the cast members are Canadians.
You could tell who's Canadian in this movie and who's not. Like, I'm like, okay, Ali Lauder, not Canadian. The guy,
who cares if they're Canadian? What's the difference?
Because they're Canadians, okay?
I don't give a shit.
Can you really tell by their accent, even though they speak American?
You ever see South Park, the movie where it says declare war on Canada?
Blame
Canada, yeah. Canada's all our problems. Canada is Canada.
When you watch so many movies like this, or the location they shot, we know that's going to be in Vancouver. And like, oh yeah, most of the cast members, the patterns that they've been in multiple movies like this.
Just like Just Takes Manhattan, Vancouver. Remember that? Where Manhattan was filmed in Canada.
Yeah, this was like my favorite part of the movie, where the characters are pretty much showing their interconnection from the previous first movie.
I hated that only because it feels like they're trying to make it so like it's a huge world and they're trying to bring it like make it.
Well, no, it's mostly like a ripple effect, cause and effect, butterfly effect.
I hate when they try to.
For most of the characters were supposed to die originally, but then the ripple effect happened.
Yeah.
Who did the hiccups? Jesus Christ! I almost blew my eardrum right there.
I was
Like,
gonna say that sounded painful.
I know,
Jake.
like fuck my ear. It almost sounded bad from his intro, from his YouTube intro.
No, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what?
Who cares?
If only I had the ability to add a clip too. If we were all had the ability to do that.
I wish we did.
If we all had the ability. If we all had the ability to add clips, this stream would be like 5 hours long.
It would just be us roasting each other for the whole time.
That's all people would be seeing is just clips.
They'll probably enjoy this. It's like fuck the watch party. Just watch them just roast each other over a video.
Well,
clips.
we're making it entertaining since they can't see the movie, right? For obvious reasons.
The movie.
Yeah,
roast.
if they can't, if it's like you said, they can't see the movie, they can watch us roast each other with the clips.
Yeah, we would love to
for
show the
like
movie
20
on the
minutes
screen.
there. For like 20 minutes there, I thought you guys were like ignoring me and like talking over me on purpose. I'm like, no, it was just my tech that was falling apart.
Yeah, because you were
You
frozen
know, we were
and
not trying to ignore you and talk over you on
Hold
purpose. I was like, why is he being? I was like, why is he like this? Going.
yeah, we were wondering like, dude, are you okay? And it was like, dude, you were looking down. I thought you were looking down the whole time. Like, are you watching the movie or something? Like, what the hell's going on? You're like, you're looking down, like you're still down. Like, oh, what the fuck?
No, we're not.
You should have cued the music. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
No, I was getting angry. I was like, what is going on here? Then
We were
when I
ignoring
heard when I heard everyone saying you're glitching out, I'm like, oh, that's not good. Well, that
Yeah,
explains.
we would just ignore you on purpose, man.
No, we would never do that.
We wouldn't know
We're
anybody
not a bunch
here.
of assholes.
We wouldn't ignore anybody here.
We thought you were just down the whole time. And that's why Jake was saying, "Are you okay, Ryan? What's going on?"
I was like, man, why is he like? Is he okay or something? What's wrong?
Because it looked like you were just
I
looking
didn't
down the
know.
whole time. Like, are you watching the movie? Are you sad for a moment or something? What?
Yeah.
No, I never stopped. I just didn't know, and I guess I should have asked. Like,
But yeah, your thing froze. You were just staying there the entire time down.
Well, you know about Frozen. Let it go.
Yeah, just let it go. That's
Hey, on YouTube, how do you make somebody like what's that person that that monitors like your stuff on here? Like you can get somebody to mod
a mod?
like a bot? Is that what they're called?
No, I'll teach you.
mod,
I'll teach you off screen how to do that.
Yeah. Like, can you make like random people mods, or do you just?
You have to go into the YouTube studio and go to the settings and then type someone's name, and I'll show you where it is. So,
Okay.
just show your thing on screen after the thing, and I'll help you through it. And now we can have moderators in here just in case we do get anyone stupid.
Well, I'm a moderator. I would make Matt, but I know Matt would be trolling too much.
Oh, I'd be roasting you with those clips. Because we do that all the time in the DM. Like, I always win that fight with the roasting. he taps out.
Moderators only have
They were at it in the group chat this morning, and I was running, and I saw the clip battle. And
Yeah,
dude, he added the GIF thing with the popcorn ready for an entertainment fight, roasting in the DM group chat.
I put a picture of Matt last night because I told Matt made a face that's in the clip I showed earlier that I thought was like Madison. Man, you got to change that clip, man, because people are just going to cut that out. Like, no, they're not. So I'm like, all right, watch this. And they just made a bunch of clips. The funniest one I made was the Home Alone clip where it's Matt going, the Joe Pesci and Daniel.
Hey, I'm not the only one who makes those faces of shock moments.
I was like, which I'm like, that made me laugh though. And then I put the other, and then we did like yesterday. We literally had the best episode of Small Talk ever because it was not the best. It was like the wildest episode to where I'm like, we're gonna end up on. We made a joke. We're gonna end up on Pierce Morgan. So I made a picture of Pierce Morgan tonight and put all three of our pictures for the episode.
Can you imagine?
I'm noticing it's kind of like when you watch a bad movie. It's like you hate that you're watching it, but you're like, oh, this is going to make for a great review. It's like all 3 episodes were terrible, but it just makes for an excellent episode.
Oh yeah, like I said, those episodes, I can't wait to rewatch what we said because I'm like, I forgot. I was like, I know what I said, but I forgot what all I said. I told Ryan, do not edit that out because I know Ryan's like, I don't know if we should cut some of this out because I'm like, no, keep me and Matt both like, keep it. We will see.
Can you imagine adding the clip from Sleepaway Camp that says, "That's too bad"? You know what scene I'm talking about?
Oh, look at here. There's the kid from Shameless and Max Keeble's big move.
And he was Michelangelo in the Ninja Turtles Michael Bay film.
Yep, he was. Oh, look at that. Kyle got booted out.
Yo, Kyle, you okay?
I'm all right.
Man, so Kyle, what were you saying?
I was saying, can you imagine adding a clip from
Sleepaway Camp?
Sleepaway Camp, and that says, remember the scene that says, that's too bad. Remember that one guy holding the cigar? Remember that scene?
Oh yeah.
That'd be funny to add that in here.
Yeah. That's a terrible movie, but it's a fun movie to watch.
Well, I'll be interviewing her soon.
It's
It's not like terrible, but it's like
a decent movie.
It's a good whodunit if you haven't seen
It's a decent movie saved by an incredible ending.
No, it's a great ending. It's like
what movie?
Sleepaway Camp.
I was trying to get my aunt to watch it.
Camp.
My aunt was like,
Never seen it.
We need to do a watch.
We're gonna have to show you.
Let's do a watch party with his live reaction.
That would be a fun reaction.
I need to see Matt's reaction.
You saw my reaction, how fun it was when we watched Freddy Got Fingered. And fuck you, Jake.
We can literally just Google the ending after this stream and show him it.
No, let's actually do the whole movie and watch it.
No, Kyle's right. We need to do the whole thing.
And we need what we need to do. We need to show the audience. Oh, we can't show the audience because of what happened. We get a copyright strike.
But we need.
We'll have his reaction.
That, and I like to see it when we get to there.
Like if any of you watching this video, you should watch my reaction to Freddy Got Fingered from that watch party. That was
I did when you guys mentioned it.
This is gonna be Matt's reaction when he sees it. This is gonna be his reaction.
No.
He's not gonna be laughing at it. It'd be more funny.
By the way, that was the picture I was talking about. Where because he had like The Last of Us or something, a clip. Or
it's Squid Game season 3.
He was like,
as in like a shock, as a wow moment.
You also had this one too. That one I was like, okay, that one worked. But then when you're like, I'm like, I wanted to get a Subway sandwich right there, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be that mean. I'm gonna go. I wanted to put like Jared Fogle with a Subway sandwich, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be that mean. Okay.
No, don't that, please.
I like messing with Matt sometimes.
Yeah, what Ryan said.
Which Matt,
even Kyle did that Home Alone shit from his thumbnail from GTA 6 trailer reaction. Did literally the Home Alone reaction look?
He did. Yeah. Okay, Kyle. Okay,
he did, and so I'm not the only one. So you give him. I don't see you giving him shit for that.
I'm gonna send Kyle. I'm gonna send Kyle a picture later.
Except.
Ooh, she got stabbed by that fucking
when I was
pipe.
doing
that
I was just
pipe.
thinking about Home Alone to begin with. So.
Well, the Home Alone that he made fun of was like, that's actually fits very well.
It's probably lost in New York.
The one there is one I sent off camera. He's at a strip club. Like I sent a picture off camera to him and Ron.
Oh,
he's at a strip club going.
Oh, I forgot about that scene. Jeez.
That right there is the
there
best
goes the cokehead guy.
Oh,
I forgot about that. I did too. I just what's happening here. Oh my!
The fucking
There is
barbed
not a-
wire just fucking split him in half.
There is not enough.
I don't
booger
even know if that's
sugar in
even
the world
I
to
don't even
flush
know
it.
how realistic that could have happened like that. I don't know.
Matt,
I mean,
it's a movie.
I know it's a
watched,
movie.
Just remember that,
I've
Jake.
watched
You do
enough
this all the
Game
time.
Changer Wrestling to know that barbed wire does not work like that.
It makes
it
wrong turns logic look real.
Like it fucking cut him clean off with the barbed wire.
So, Matt,
Yeah.
we're gonna get you to watch Sleepaway Camp soon.
Just do it live. Let's do it. I'm part of this.
But yeah, you know what? I will say, Matt is a great YouTuber. You know, I know I'm hazing him tonight a little bit about the thumbnail, but
Oh, you know he does. You know he hates me all the time, even off screen.
You don't have to explain it.
You don't need to explain it.
Yeah, like I said, it's just
And
like
confirm.
people, I hope people understand. I haze everyone. It's buddy banter. It's not like I'm actually just a dick about it. Like I'm just like.
Yeah,
It's just
probably the
like-
viewers like, "Fuck Jake, you asshole."
It's just like when he teases me about stuff. I know he's just joking.
Yeah, like I tease him about Canada being Canadian all the time, and like I don't really get mad. I'm not really bitter that he's from Canada. I just think
We're
it's
just
funny.
brothers at this point because
It's literally his picture, his like wallpaper for when we chat on Messenger. It's a picture of Canada of my character from South Park saying Canada.
Jake did that with his AI thing.
I gotta take a
I
quick
don't
bathroom.
care.
I gotta take a quick bathroom break. I'll be
Well,
right
we're all phenomenal YouTubers here. You guys are awesome content creators as well. So you guys are very talented. What you guys do.
Ryan, when is your birthday? Isn't it like May 18th or May 19th?
It is in 5 days, May 14th.
May 14th your birthday?
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna be? Like
Same day
23,
as-
24?
No, 28.
You're 28. Okay, I thought you were way younger than me and
You
Matt.
guys remember? Do you guys remember my birthday? Guess it.
Your
You gotta
birthday? All right, hold on. Don't tell me. Okay, is it?
Don't even look it up
September?
either.
Is it September?
Close. You're close.
October.
Yes, but which day?
October 31st.
Nope, the 13th.
October 13th. I was at least in the ballpark range. I mean, I didn't start.
It has landed on a few Friday 13ths in a few times.
I didn't start like it would like May. I know me, Ryan, and my friend Stephanie. We're all in May. I know Matt is in, I think September or July.
Me and Ryan will be starting another series soon eventually.
What is it? What is it? What is the channel called?
Not channel, but should we tell him, Ryan?
We're still planning it. Let's keep a lid on it for now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Only new life can defeat death.
That's the voice Jake hears when he's in a room in a horror film.
That's what he hears in his sleep when he's
Okay.
marked for death.
Oh,
This has got to be the same hospital as the one in Smallville. It's got to be.
I think it
might.
is.
It might be. They just probably had to paint the whole place.
but the hospital you see in the Last of Us TV show, the season 1, is from my hospital over here. That's where they filmed it at.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Barry mode.
The nurse is gonna kill Isabel. Like I was like, what? Why? What the fucking nurse is a murderer?
You guys all remember that the Shark Tale movie, those Jamaican fish?
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that film in years.
That's not how you sing that song,
Good.
man.
It's like the Walmart version of Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically
fish.
everything in DreamWorks is the Walmart version.
Well, some of them were better than others.
Hey, the very first thing was Shrek, and that was groundbreaking.
Well, that
Nice
was
fish.
that was more of a satire for Disney.
To be
Yeah.
fair,
Those
the first thing that
fish.
DreamWorks made was Ants.
But I
That's
prefer
true.
Bugs
Oh, yeah,
Life
it was.
over it, though.
which it came out the same year as Bug's Life.
I prefer Bug's Life. That's just me though.
Matt, when is your birthday? Is it September or is it July?
September.
I was like, fuck, I knew I was on the right path. I knew it. I was like,
Well, yeah, when he was trying to guess
my
mine,
date, the date is pretty much the most memorable. Never forget.
September the 11th. September the 11th.
I got-
Never forget.
and then I
Oh,
got horror
God.
movie month. I got October.
Matt's birthday is everybody's like, Matt's like, today is a great day. And you're like, fuck you, asshole. Like, why?
Gets everybody.
September the 11th, 1992.
Are you really?
Hey, that day was a great day for a couple of years. For like what? Like for like a couple of years. For you, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000. You had 8 years of 8 years.
I had
of
like
it.
several years.
You had 8 years of it being great, and then
Like,
Oh,
fuck you, Jay.
one day in 2001 is when it ruined everything for you.
Yeah, that's when it ruined everything. I had a great 8 years, and then it got ruined.
I forgot how that's how clear.
Oh,
he
there
was
goes
out, you know?
Claire.
Oh,
Oh, there she goes. Damn, she got charcoaled.
Whoa.
really charcoaled. Oh.
What a crazy way for her to go out.
This movie did not hold back. They're throwing entire bodies at the screen.
Yes, they are.
Before
I guarantee
3D
it.
happened.
I guarantee you, if it was James Wong, he would be more subtle about it. He wouldn't just be like, because I think David R. Elias, like, he likes to be.
Hey,
more,
but hey, at least they don't go too CG, like total CG fest. What they went for
that's
more
because they were
practical.
still figuring it out. Like the only movies that were doing it was like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars at the time. It wasn't really like a lot of movies.
Yeah. Which Return of the King came out at the end of the 2003.
Yeah, like, I don't you feel like everything's too CG now? Like, don't you feel like they should just like? I was like, I'm scared about the new Lord of the Rings movie because it's like,
Well, there are some new movies now that they're going back to practical effects for some movies.
Yeah,
we
there's
should
some
not
weird-
have
Who are really trying, who really are trying to go more practical. They're
Magic
really
Terror.
listening. And also with Thunderbolts, for instance, they went back to do practical effects. They didn't rely on green screens or over the top CG shit. If you've seen Thunderbolts, you know what I'm talking about. Even behind the scenes, it's like, hey, we're going back to doing practical effects.
That sure went dark, didn't it? That's what I'm gonna say.
the movie should have been called Thunderbolts versus the Shadows.
Versus the Void.
Taskmaster.
Which I am going to go see Thunderbolts again tomorrow
I'm not gonna say. Why would you want to see that again? I mean,
because it's great. Because it was a great movie.
I mean, it's one. I'd
Why are you
watch
gonna
it.
see that again?
Watch it once and maybe on
It's
Disney Plus.
better than Brave New World. It was way better than Brave
I'd
New
rather,
World.
I actually said in my review last night, I said I would rather watch Brave New World again over Thunderbolts.
Oh, that Brave New World was a disappointment. Like, ugh, no, I'd rather not watch that again.
The finish line, though.
I'd rather no, they did not rush the finish line. You're exaggerating. That's
I'm
not
sure
what
watching it
happened.
like, okay, we're already at the third act. of the
Three
movie.
glasses.
It should be like the middle act.
I would disagree completely. I thought that was a great movie, and I thought it was way better than what I thought it would be.
The three
I
glasses
get-
causes judgment.
Now, look, I'm not going to say it's going to movie that's going to be a life changing experience, but it still was like the better Marvel movie that we have had in recent years.
What
What were you saying, Ryan?
I was just going to say, between watching Thunderbolts or the Nick Cage movie The Surfer, I chose The Surfer, and I felt like I spent my money wisely.
I think you chose right, Ryan.
What did you see, Thunderbolts?
No, he's waiting for
No,
Disney
I-
Plus
I
like
thought
everyone
so.
else. That's like fuck.
Well, to be fair, he's pessimistic on new Marvel movies, upcoming movies anyway. So that's not saying much. Like he's the opposite of the DC, where now he's more negative on Marvel than he is with
you
DC.
keep trying to win this fight, Matt. You're the only one in here that likes the Thunderbolts movie. Like you're the only one in here. Even Kyle's
Yeah,
on our side.
one of them has not seen the movie.
I know they know. Marvel is like literally it's like the about like that one what's that Billy Bob Thornton movie where he goes wish in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one fills up faster. It's more likely they're gonna shit in your hand before they're gonna.
But Matt's like, no, one of you didn't see this movie, so it doesn't count.
I don't think it was. I will say, to be fair, in Matt's defense, it was not bad, but it wasn't great either. Like it's like, well, it's something you watch like in the Saturday afternoon. Or in Matt's case, you watch it a couple times until you really, really like the movie.
No, we rewatch movies again because it's so good that you would rewatch it again.
I still need to watch Sinners, by the way. Everybody keeps telling me how.
Oh,
it's
it's the best
Oh.
movie. It's probably
Dude,
much the best
see it.
movie that came out this year.
I chose
Yeah,
Thunderbolts
see.
over Sinners, and everybody
It's
keeps
my-
telling me Sinners is so good.
It's
Oh,
my
yeah, it
favorite
really
movie so
is. It
far.
really is. I'll admit that. And
I
I don't know if have you seen The Accountant 2 yet?
I have not. No.
Oh, dude, you
These
gotta
are
watch The Accountant 2. That movie was so
It's
fucking
really
good.
good.
It
I
kicked
haven't-
Really
ass.
good. Yeah.
Like it was so good. I want to see this again. I want to watch it in theaters again. 'Cause it was so
I'll have
good.
to check it out. I'll have to check it out for sure.
Like
I'm
I
not sure.
was a little bit worried. I mean, I was worried that I was not going to like it as much as the first one, but no, it's actually way better than the first one.
I actually like the Accountant one. I think the Accountant one's
I
really
know
good.
it was really good. I really enjoyed The Accountant. It was an underrated action thriller.
Is it more
But this
comedy?
one,
I heard
this
lots of
one
people
really,
say-
this one really surpassed the first one. I will admit.
Another
A lot of
quick
people
movie
say the
this
second
week.
one's more comedic though.
Oh yeah, it is, and it does add some dark tones in it, but it's a little bit more comedic because it's basically like a buddy movie in the action thriller with John Bernthal and Ben Affleck. Because we didn't really get it, they didn't really share a lot of screen time until the third act, and they wanted to use that idea and have them actually like come together in the whole movie, and it actually worked. I could watch these two forever.
Okay, you're selling me on this movie.
I mean, I will admit that the action set pieces, there's not much of action that you expected, but there's still some great action scenes.
So, are any of you besides Final Destination? Are you guys gonna go see Clown in the Cornfield?
Fuck
Maybe.
no.
I probably will. I
I
probably
saw
will.
the trailer. I'm like, no, I'm not watching this garbage.
I mean, it does have some. It had some good word of mouth.
It looked like that State Farm commercial. Remember that State Farm
That's
commercial,
just the
Ryan?
direct. It's better than the trailer. A lot of people said. So.
Yeah, a lot of marketing. They just did not
Right.
do a good job of putting out a good trailer.
It's the director of Tucker
What were you
vs.
gonna say?
and Dale vs. Evil.
What were you trying to say, Ryan?
I was just gonna say it looks fun.
What were you trying to say, Kyle?
I was just gonna say, it's from the director of Tucker and Dale vs. Evil.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I like Tucker and Dale vs. Evil.
Oh, I fucking love that movie.
How
Very
those guys
underrated
complain for
satire horror movie slasher movie of all time.
How they get
I just
blamed
want
for
to say, like,
stuff.
watching Clown in a Cornfield, that makes me like it's when I saw the trailer when they're like, and then the clown puts his mouth over there. I'm like, okay, that's stupid. It's like,
But I thought it would be fun. Yeah, it's watching the State Farm commercial and the horror. Are you crazy?
Let's
yeah,
put
like,
Jake
dude, how
in a
much taste? I'm like,
cornfield with a
that's
clown.
basically like they took that State Farm commercial and made a whole movie.
That's-
Oh, the barbecue, dude. Oh, him getting blown up in the barbecue. Ooh.
My dad loves
That would traumatize me watching that. Like, it made me not want to go near the fucking grill. I did not want to go to the grill after that shit. After that kid get blown up.
My dad loves that scene at the end when the hand falls on the table.
Yeah, the fucking hand falls on the table. Here's your dinner.
Let's
Well, that
give
was
this movie
final-
a hit.
Well, yeah, Ryan. Well, besides Ryan, what do you guys think about this movie? Starting with you, Maddie.
Yeah, I will say that it is an entertaining movie, but it's not a great film because the first one is still a better film because it had better character writing. And this one, it added a little bit more relines on the more body count, and it was a lot more quicker than expected. But it's still one of the movies that I can actually enjoy and for what it was, because even if it's a bad movie, they still made it entertaining.
What about you, Kyle?
It was fun and entertaining. You know, it has a really good opening, which I always love the iconic opening. Other than that, it is fun and opening. It's a fun opening, fun and entertaining for sure. There's it's not as great, but it's still fun and entertaining. So,
What about you, Rylan?
It's my second favorite of the series.
Really? I
enjoy
thought you
it
would say
tremendously.
3. I thought you
No,
had
he said the third one is his favorite of the series. I remember he did said the third one is.
Third is my favorite. Second is my number 2.
what's your third favorite then?
First one.
Okay.
That's still crazy. I can't believe you don't like the first one. The first one, like,
You know what? That would be crazy. The fourth one would be his favorite. That would be crazy.
oh, that would be crazy. The fourth one.
You people are misrepresenting me, and I.
What do you mean, you
will-
people?
What do you? What? Oh God, you should have added that clip from Tropic Thunder. What do you mean, you people?
You know, I'm already
We're
got.
I don't know if we're gonna say that
I don't
line
need
or
to
not.
go with that. We're already gonna end up on Pierce Morgan for the small talk. I don't
There we
want
go. Oh no, wait, never mind. I almost stopped myself.
Our careers are already buried 6 feet under, so why not another foot?
That would be crazy
piss
if
on
we
the
did. End up,
Ashton Wall.
would that be crazy if we did end up on that Pierce Morgan? That would be
I sent you the clip, Brian. I sent you the picture to put it in small talk.
I mean, Piers just had Ye and Sneeko on there, so we're certainly better than those two.
I mean,
That's
yeah, we're
right.
not Kanye West. Kanye West literally made a song about hailing Hitler. Literally,
Oh,
that whole song,
God.
the whole
Oh.
song. It says, and I'm just like, well, this is
He just he just makes the Family Guy thing, the Family Guy cutaway where he's like, I'm giving this lasagna a massage before letting you all know I'm joining ISIS. Thank you for your interest. Like
Who starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. Remember that
he's
scene?
giving that Family Guy cutaway like legs, like a lot of legs.
oh man, you know what? Yeah, I don't even with Kanye because he just
No,
I don't
he
need
is,
that.
dude. I stopped following his bullshit. Like I've never followed him to begin with, but I just
I was
like,
never
dude,
a fan to begin with.
I was never really a big fan of Kanye. Never
Never
once.
cared.
Never
I see
really
you
cared
that
for him.
clip.
He always strikes me out to be a total douchebag.
Well, what is his mom died, and that's what kind of messed his brain up.
So that doesn't mean anything. You have to
That
be an
doesn't
asshole.
justify for your bullshit actions.
No.
Like, dude, you need to
That's
go
no
to a
excuses.
you need to end up in a insane asylum, get a straight jacket.
Well, that's what I think. He never really recovered from his mom's death. So that's what kind of like made him like.
Yeah, but
he was
still,
normal
though.
before his
Oh,
mom-
come on. But him going
I
that's
stuff-
way beyond of
I
that
stuff-
dealing with your traumatic event.
But nobody ever says no to him either. That's also.
I had stuff in my life. Doesn't mean I come in here and treat you guys like shit.
Exactly.
Which look, to be fair, I think I'm not trying to defend him. I'm just saying like, I think everything he's doing is crazy.
Just watch the viewers like, oh fuck, he's defending Kanye. Fuck that
Let's
guy.
clip this, let's clip
Here's
this,
Morgan's
let's clip
like, are
this.
you a Nazi sympathizer? And I'm like, no,
Clip
I'm not. I never
Like,
said
no.
Is it true? Is it true that you said Kanye? You listened to him, the Kanye song. Like, listen to it, yes, but I didn't love it. I was like, yes, I listened.
We'll get Chris
He
going.
said yes. You heard him. He said yes. I'm like, no, that's not what I mean.
I would fucking be shocked and laughing if Pierce Morgan fucking invited us on. Like, oh fuck, we're gonna get outed now. We're gonna get
The minute
called
I
out.
hear that, I'm like, oh crap, I know what
Oh,
happened.
we're in
Whoever involved
trouble.
Pierce Morgan for some reason. We're I'm like
we're
there's no way.
fucked.
This is all on you.
Well, like that was he said we're officially canceled because there's no way escaping
Well, it was a nice run.
it. Small
It was a
time.
nice run. It was nice knowing you
Not
guys.
Which I will say I do think this movie is really good. I like I don't love this movie as much. I grew up with this movie like Matt. I saw this one first. I think I think I saw the first one first as a child, like a little kid. But then this was the first one I remember seeing, and then I remember watching the first one. USA would air it like this, and Resident Evil. They would air Final Destination 1 and Resident Evil 1 all the time. So I would be watching that. It was either that, The Bourne Identity, or Final Destination 1. And I'm just like, Resident Evil, Bourne Identity, or Final Destination 1. And I'm just like, well, Final Destination. So I remember watching that. And you know what? I really enjoyed the movie. It's a really fun movie. Is it my favorite? No. I really think 3 is better than 2.
Yeah, I enjoy
I
this
agree.
too, but I'm gonna enjoy Matt's reaction even more when we do Sleepaway Camp.
It's called Sleepawake. Is that
Sleepaway Camp?
From the 80s, 1980s something, 82, 3?
83.
83, okay. It was there somewhere.
Felicia Rose, you're interviewing her?
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. So what did you have to say, Ryan? What did you have to say about the movie? Wait, did you already say
It's
it?
I thought you already did.
I already did. I was saying it's my second favorite
And
in the series.
Matt, yeah, and Kyle, you already said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was making sure because I said we got a little banter, so I was like,
We
I
could
got
just
lost in
repeat it just to mess with him.
this conversation really went away from me. I was like,
yeah, this movie's dog shit.
this movie.
we just changed our answers to the opposite this time.
I mean, look, I will say.
No, we're gonna say no. How about we fuck with them? It's like, hey, no, the fourth one is the best one of the series. It's a masterpiece.
Haven't been rewatching all of them, but I would say if I had to rank them right now, I would say the first one is my favorite, then the third one, then I would say the second one, then the fifth one, then the fourth one's my
That's literally the same ranking I have. It's literally the
Jake,
same.
Next time it will be a roller coaster ride.
theme park.
You only care about 2 characters in the third movie, but most of the characters like, yeah, let's let them die. Let's
One of them is Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who carries the movie on her back like Atlas.
She
That's
didn't
why.
break her back either by carrying.
Yeah, and I even like
And the other
Ryan
is
Merriman.
The Luck of the Irish.
Oh wait,
Yeah, he was in a Disney Channel movies. He was in The Luck of the Irish and Smart House. And he was in Smallville. He guest starred in Smallville. The
Yeah,
race,
threatened Pete. I'm gonna kill
yeah,
you.
the Fast and Furious ripoff episode.
Ryan made us laugh because we like, so this week's episode of Small Talk, the Blockbuster Haul this week was the Blockbuster Haul basically is what the episode kind of reminds you of. So the episode that reminds me of is Date Night. You know, the movie with Steve Carell where they book somebody's reservation and then they get caught in like a murder mystery type thing.
Yeah, they had Tina Fey and Steve Carell.
That was the first episode of Smallville this week. The second episode, guess what?
It was the Masquerade episode in season 10.
The Hangover. Smallville copied The Hangover this week.
Oh, yeah, they did.
The Hangover, Kyle. The Hangover movie.
Yeah, the episode of Smallville, the Hangover episode ripoff.
There's even a slideshow at the end where they're like, hey, look what we're doing.
Except it was on video and not a slideshow still photos.
Yeah, it was on video instead of a slideshow. Like, and I'm just like, because they wake up all like, what the hell happened? Why do I got an engagement ring on?
I actually had fun with watching that episode, and even though no matter how shitty that episode was.
See, if we were in a Hangover situation, it would be Jake that does something with the marshmallows.
No, I would be trying to drug Matt just to make it be funny. And
yeah, but you would drug me and take advantage of me.
Try to get mad, you end up getting all of us.
Like, it'd be really funny if I put roofies in Matt's food. It'd be really, really funny.
And then you would roofie me, you sick bastard.
Ryan's like, what happened? And I'm like, I don't know. Like,
why can you remember a goddamn thing from last night? What the fuck?
Why is there a tiger in your bathroom, Jake?
Yeah.
Whose fucking baby is that?
Let's just
Mike Tyson, what are you doing here?
Still got it.
He still got it.
You know what's crazy? Nobody wanted to they literally had to hire nobody really wanted to make the movie. And then Michael Rosenbaum said he auditioned for the movie and he auditioned for the Stu role, the one that Ed Helms.
Oh yeah, Stu.
And he said Todd Phillips said, hey, read for this character. And then he read for Phil. He was the Bradley Cooper role, and he read for that role, and he goes, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're great for Phil. And he goes, really? He goes, yeah. Too bad we already casted the role. So he said, well, she's like, but you know what? If we did not cast that role, you would be playing him right now. But we already casted the role. But I think you're wonderful. So then he tells his agent, I didn't get the role. And he goes, oh, you don't know that. He goes, I know. They told me in the room. Todd Phillips told me I didn't get the role. He said, you're not this character. But look, he said, I'm going to tell you now, you're great for this character. But unfortunately, we already casted that role. We already casted that.
Oh, at least he let him down easy.
Well, at least he left hey, you know what? They liked you. He was telling who was it? The girl from The Hangover, the one who played the Rachel something, who played the asshole Stu's asshole girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know the one.
I remember when Mr. Chow would make fun of what's his name every time he fell out of the car.
It's funny because he's fat.
Fat boy Paul.
They literally have in the Smallville episode. There's a guy who is a mob boss, and they falls in love with the Green Arrow because the Green Arrow and Lois had to go disguised as showgirls. The Green Arrow, superhero.
Yeah, the Oliver Queen.
Drag as a showgirl, and literally, like the Russian gangster guy goes, "Hey, honey, how you doing?" And he's like, "You're
gonna make all the women jealous." Lit up this room. Like, thanks, man.
It was a great episode. I'm like, this is great. Ryan was so.
I thought that was funny.
Ryan says, "This is the worst episode of Smallville I have ever seen in my life. Every single episode that is terrible. I apologize in advance because this is shit. It's pure shit." Like Ryan was.
He even gave this prayers to the new Pope.
I literally said, Pope Leo, I want to beseech you and say thank you for all the work that you are about to do. Please forgive me for every bad thing I've said about season 8, because season 10 is somehow even worse.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's been thrown on the wall. But where can they find you at, Matt?
You can find me at MattY92. I just did a trailer reaction to James Gunn's Peacemaker Season 2, and I did like a few reactions to like GTA 6, what else? Squid Game Season 3, and then you can check out my recent review, Thunderbolts.
Okay. Yeah, nobody check out Thunderbolts, but everything else, okay. I'm just cheesy.
Go watch The Surfer instead.
Yeah, go watch The Surfer instead, starring Nicolas Cage. Yeah. Pretend like Thunderbolts didn't come.
Nicolas Cage shoves a rat down a dude's throat.
A rat?
And that's all the context you're getting.
Oh.
Yes.
All right, Kyle, what do you got coming up?
You like I said, you'll find me on Fletch Moon's Fall of College to 13. So tomorrow, I'll be back here tomorrow morning around 11 a.m. my time. I'm interviewing Tiffany Helm. She's Brooke Bundy's daughter. Tiffany was Violet in Friday Part 5 that does the dance before she gets killed by Roy in that one room. And then I'm also in at the same time. She's part of this movie, this upcoming movie called Catnip. The directors join us as well, so I'm interviewing both of them. It's a horror comedy. And then me and Horror will be continuing our Halloween watch party series eventually with Halloween 3. And then these guys at some point will join me back on for Lost Road and a couple other things. So, and then I do got other interviews coming soon that I think after 4 years has been hard work. I can't wait to have these big guests on. It's hard work, so I can't wait to tell you guys eventually. So, I just dropped my The Grudge. Is it good? Is it bad? Video today, so go check that out from 2004. The Grudge. So a lot of stuff coming for the channel very, very soon. So,
okay. What about you, buddy?
So you can find me at RyanCam20. Earlier today, I dropped my ranking for all the Final Destination movies. Usually today is the Horror Movie Iceberg podcast. However, my co-host got kidnapped by Toby, and I have no idea where he is. So I'm going to have to go and look for him. But
wait, somebody got kidnapped?
It's by Toby, the ghost from Paranormal Activity, because we're going through all the Paranormal Activity movies, and it's a joke. These are the jokes.
I knew what he was saying.
To God, they apparently find him. Oh my God. I was like, I thought you were
You made Jake believe it.
Oh my God.
You could have kept going with this.
I was like, Ryan, you're taking that.
You went completely dark.
Small talk. But small talk every Tuesday, kitchen talk every Wednesday. I've got my Road to Mission Impossible series going on. Mission Impossible 2 will be going up tomorrow, and then Mission Impossible 3 following up that. Kyle's going to be joining me to review Rogue Nation. Matt is going to be joining me to review Fallout, and all of that and then some and more. So if you haven't checked me out, please do. And Collins will be there for Fallout as well.
I'm going to say, what the fuck are you going to use life?
I'm sorry. It's late. It's late. I had a brain fart.
You know what,
Get
Ryan?
off me.
You know what, Ryan?
Who cares?
Why did I know that one?
I forgot to mention. I did get an email back from Blumhouse Marketing for this guest to come on. So that is huge.
Ooh.
Is it Sean Connery? I mean, no, he's not dead.
Of course not.
Sean
He's dead.
Connery is
Sean Connery. It was like Sean. No, Sean. What's his name? Sean McNamara, or whatever his name is.
No, I know who you mean, but it's not that. But it's a big guess. So.
The one that directed Anora. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Nope.
Sean Baker, you mean?
Baker, yeah. Baker.
Yeah, Sean Baker.
Like Sean Connery for Sean Connery.
I was like, no, if I can get
like Sean Connery. What?
Now live with us from beyond the grave, Sean Connery.
If I was able to pull that off,
hey, we could do the resurrection.
Let me hear you, son. Let me tell you. The man, it says the penitent man kneels before Christ, son. We named the dog Indiana.
Named the dog Indiana.
But yeah, Ryan, that sounds cool though. That's cool. Matt, Kyle, that's cool. I just dropped my review for Thunderbolts. I'm gonna drop my review for Final Destination 3 soon. I had Thunderbolts took priority over the Final Destination 3, and then I'm gonna, we're gonna try to come back next week with a watch party for Final Destination 3. We're just gonna plan out. It's either gonna be Tuesday or Wednesday. Kyle, you want to join us for that too, for our watch party for Final Destination 2 or 3? It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know. For 3.
Wednesday, because what is Wednesday? Wait, Tuesday. Are you doing it Tuesday? Tuesday, I'm already part of the stream that Tuesday. So.
All right, what about Wednesday?
What am I doing Wednesday? Should be free Wednesday.
All right, well, we'll
Should
do it
be.
Wednesday. All right, Wednesday.
I'll
We're
let
gonna
you know by the time you get there.
Wednesday, you're going to see us for Final Destination 3. Yeah, we're also, and then next Friday, we'll be on for Batman Terry with Jacob Martin. He will be strapped to a bed with his eyes open, eyes wide shut style.
He should be strapped into a bed like Dexter style.
Yeah, we're going to do like this. This is what we're going to do.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket.
Just put him in the well. Put him in the well. Trapped him there.
All right. Before we go, I'm just going to play all these like clips again, just so that way people can get a good look at these clips. All right. This one, okay, we just played Kyle's. I'm going to play Matt's, okay?
No.
I thought it was going to be funnier than it was. My apologies. That's the only thing I feel like.
Yeah, you play that
Have
like.
you ever been walking down the street with your best bro, and while you're walking, you accidentally touch hands? You think to yourself, that was weird, but I'm not gay. You are. You are gay.
So that is the funniest one at all of them. But and then we got
Thing. Come on now. Come on. You gotta do something to me. Come on. See what you got. Hey.
All right. Yep. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. But before we go, we just want to say one thing for you guys. One thing.
Sharpton for president, y'all. I'm outie.